Hello everyone. So a video walkthrough of August dashboard of the month. This dashboard is set up for you to use for your quarterly business reviews. So you can use this one of two ways or both, which is recommended. The first is just to get a general snapshot of the previous quarter's company-wide summary. So here you can see there's metrics across 3 different data sources. So those of you who have a PSA, an RMM, and a CSAT tool could set up a dashboard exactly like this. Obviously, if you have other tools connected for backups, anything you might be pulling in through Dropbox, obviously the more you can add to a dashboard like this, the better, both for yourselves and for your clients. So again, this is company-wide. I don't have any filters in place at the gauge level for boards and things like that, but I assume that you already do. But let's just kind of go through these. We have a simple open versus closed ticket count, drill downs enabled for all of these, right? And I've added some color thresholds, not based off of any particular criteria, but just to make things stand out a little bit more and again, flow when you're reviewing these. So average CSAT, average time to response, your SLA response, SLA resolution, something we're seeing a lot more of our clients leverage Breakgauge for is reporting on expiring machines, so a revenue opportunity for you. And then tickets by type and by source. If you see a certain number or a certain type of tickets or source of tickets, perhaps this is an opportunity for you to automate some of these processes in order to become more efficient and hopefully more profitable. And then lastly, a most active users ticket count from your PSA. So this can give you an opportunity to see maybe if there's individuals submitting a lot of tickets. That's an opportunity to either A, improve your documentation, to lessen the burden or the ticket load on your team, or improve or offer training to these individual users so they're not relying on you so heavily. And then down at the bottom, we have some metrics that are involving your RMM tool. These are coming from Automate, but obviously you can do this with almost any of the RMM tools we integrate with. For a simple count of workstations you manage, servers you manage, patch statuses. I just use these workstation patch and workstation AVs, but obviously we have these for servers as well. Then lastly, a tickets per endpoint. So this is basically pulling in data from your PSA and also your RMM tool. I'll open this up really quickly for those of you who've never seen a gauge that involves data set mashup. So this is for anyone on our advanced or enterprise plans. We have layer 1 coming in from your PSA tool, layer 2 from your RMM tool. So we're just doing a count of machines and a count of tickets opened over the previous quarter and doing a calculation to look at how many tickets are being opened per endpoint. So if you standardize this number, you can see over time who's too noisy and maybe who you need to reach out to become more engaged. So right now, if we're looking at this dashboard as is, this is your standardized tickets per endpoint. Then what I've done is come up here and I've added a filter for a particular client. And this is the second usage of this dashboard. You can see how this client comes in a little bit under on the tickets per endpoint. You see how all this data changes for this one individual client. And this is dummy data, so if you didn't see some of these gauges change all that much, that's fine. It's going to be different in your instance. But what's nice about this is you can take this now quarterly business review dashboard, and with this filter turned on, either go into that quarterly business review and run through this with the drill down enabled so that you can review certain tickets, certain days, certain machines, etc. You can also copy or clone these dashboards out. So we'll call this, I would rename this, QBR for client A. I'll give myself access. You can create a separate copy that you can then share via your unlimited viewer user licenses with the individual client. Or, let's go back to the August dashboard of the month. Or again, you can just use this to quickly view and assess individual customers by coming in here and just keeping the generic client name and swapping out the individual clients you want to actually see here. So there's a lot of different use cases for setting this dashboard up. And then from there, there's a lot of value for you in how you choose to interact with either your team or your clients to disseminate this information and hopefully again, drive some revenue for yourselves and most importantly, show the clients the value that you're providing them, because it's not all about tickets opening. It's getting ahead of negative survey reviews. It's showing off your response times, your SLAs. But this is, again, just kind of used as a starting board or a springboard for either a QBR that you can convert to a report or adding other gauges to this dashboard from your other data sources. So real quick, for those of you who don't know, you can take any dashboard. Let's turn this filter off. take any of this dashboard here and convert this to a report really quickly. This will be for our clients, and I'll select all of our clients. So this is how easy it is to set up a QBR dashboard template, then send this out to each of your clients or your account managers. And you can see how the data then changes client to client. I might have chosen, okay. And then you can come in and change the layout, the design of the report, and add page breaks, text breaks to break up information coming from your CSAT versus RMM versus PSA tool. Now the benefit again of creating a dashboard and converting it to a report, personally, I think it's a little bit easier to use the real estate at the dashboard level than I do in the report builder. But again, that's just me. And then from here, you can obviously save the report template. So you can always use this in the future as a building block in the report templates as well. So a lot of different ways to arrive at the end conclusion of delivering your clients a QBR, either via a report with a live link, a report with a PDF, or just a live dashboard they can always keep track of, again, so there's transparency and they'll always have access to their numbers.